Hello and welcome back to Wyrd Sisters, my vanilla build from parts of a book by Terry Pratchett OBE. I haven't been able to do that much, and there has been some changes as well. So let's start over at the bees. Suddenly I only had one single bee. I had 7 before that, but suddenly I only have 1. That wasn't funny. Right. So, but then 1.15.2. I say 5 all the time, and Train Farm is still trying to make me say 15. I'm trying to... Trainees, I'm trying. So, and I think it was Gunderman who was in on my stream and told me that by 1.15.2 there's been changes. First of all, I knew of 1, and I feel like that is a good change, a really good change. There are 2 new game rules if you can apply it. You can always apply it even in vanilla if you just open a local server and all that jazz. First of all, you can turn off the trader and his stupid llamas. That means, well, if Stephen Flagg is going to play a vanilla map, he won't start by chopping down a tree. He will start by having game rule trader false. That way he don't have to deal with that stupid llama guy. The second game rule is actually for the raiders. There's a raider patrol hovering us now and then. And that is also, you're also able to stop them from patrolling. The raider places over there is not stoppable, because there is some, but that you can stop the traders. Now, for me being in a vanilla Pratchett world, I must say that if there is something that I believe Mr. Terry Pratchett would have loved, it is popping up merchant trader suddenly coming. Her. He would have totally loved that. I don't know if he ever played Minecraft because he had a very bad eyesight in the last things, but still, I think he would totally have enjoyed that. Because in his books, if you ever read about Ankh-Morpork or anything, there is actually a trader, a dealer called I Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler. And this guy Dibbler, he says that he has lowered the prices as much as it's just as cutting my own throat. In Swedish, it's actually it'll be my ruin. If he sells it for this cheap, it'll be my ruin, Dibbler. Now that Dibbler, well, he's a strange fella. So yeah, I'm not a very good fan of that trader, but in the name of Terry Pratchett, I'll keep him. And then we have the raiders. Well, I'm actually using the raiders. I'm taking their banner and using it as Lord Felmet's banner. So I need them too. And I think this was Gunderman who told me that from 1.15.2 you can now put down a new tree. If you put down a new tree, you have some very odd chance that in that tree, if it's a birch or an oak, you may actually get a beehive or a bee nest. And it is true. It has happened to me. I removed it and put it over there and directly fixed, so there is one more bee. I think I have 3 bees now. So you can actually do that. Now, I haven't been No, these shouldn't be here. I haven't been searching for bees otherwise, but this means that I don't have to. I don't have to go around looking for bees. Not that I need them, but it's strange how they just disappeared, 6 bees, and they disappeared up to the top of the thing, just as the sheep did, by the way. So yeah, I thought that, well, let's see if we can just make some new ones then and see where they're going. I understand totally why people are using some sort of greenhouse thingy to keep them from going anywhere. Now let's see, we don't have the time to get up to the castle, but we do have a time to just look at the tower that I built together with some help from the guys in the stream. There we have a new tower coming up. As I've said, I'm going to make sure that this is more or less like undercarriage somewhat, and even here. But that one became very good. We had a bit of an argument about the top, but this is good. And I've started yet another one, another tower. And they are not going to look alike, because it's magic. I'm blaming all on the magical Discworld by Terry Pratchett. That means that I can do whatever I like. Now I have just started, or we did actually, started on set number 2. So I thought I could show you the half that we have done. Well, there's not that much left, but still. So we need to get up here. No, there's no... We need a teleporter. That's what we need. No, you're not allowed. Keep yourself, your nose or somewhere else. Yes, I released all the sheep, except 2 white ones. I didn't think we needed them. So that's the tower we have, and people are living in those, and there's yet another one that I'm building at the moment. So in here the king has died. Someone has stabbed him, probably Lord Felmet, who is now going to be king. So here we have a dead king, and there we have a ghost king. And there we have death. Now, I thought of making him like black glass or something, but he's solid enough for me, so I'm going to do something more. But as you can see, I'm using a bone block to picture his head. But his head is a skull, and I need a skull, preferably a white skull. So I'm not really enjoying this, but it's for the time being until I get a weather skull or a skeleton skull. Otherwise there hasn't been that much up here, has it? No. Here's the start of the tower, having some sort of strange lights and another type of stairway. I'm trying to get myself along the walls, more or less. So I've just started to expand outwards. That way we can get a wider top and a wider, bigger room inside. So that's about it. There has been times of just, well, collecting stone, cobblestone mainly, because I ran out of bricks. But I do have enough at the moment to keep on building for quite a while. Let's see, what did we do there? There we did some sort of, I don't remember. Was it brick? Stairs? Can't remember that. Can't really see it from here either, unless of course I go that part, the spire, so to speak. I think we made it in brick fence. Cool. Otherwise, not much. There has been an incident where suddenly there came a kaboomy, a creeper. I was just getting out of the bed, and suddenly there's a creeper behind me, and I just hear psh, and I just jump as far as I could, and he made a hole. Very little hole, because I've made everything of stone. That's the good part. So I'm going to do the rest of that scene, which means that I need Lord Felmet up on the stairs. I haven't really thought of how he would look, because he's a very thin guy, so I'm actually thinking of doing an armor stand and putting some black leather armor on that, because that's more him than anything else. The big thing about that is that we can't really get a head on top of it. Not that I know of. And then we have a big lady. Really big lady, but we'll be fine with three. With one block wide in red. She's wearing a red dress. So those are going to be there too, and they are not mentioned in the book. But if you watch the movie, you'll see them. Good. That's it for now. I'm going to go down and get the things that I need for the Felmet and the other. The lady. I don't remember what her name was. Lady Felmet? No. Yes, dear, says the Felmet all the time. So maybe her name is Dear. I don't think so. Good. As you know, you cannot put any comments down below, but it seems like most people are getting by that as well. My gang do not make much videos as for kids. Right, we'll see when I come up with some new stuff. Until then, take care and goodbye.